again, welcome to Mima's Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful crossbody bag here. It is a very simple bag to crochet. We're going to be using single crochet from the start to finish, okay? So this is our bag. Okay. Inside, okay. Okay, so for this bag, to crochet it, you're going to need macrame. This is macrame, 3mm thick macrame. It is braided macrame. You're also going to need a button here. This is a 20mm diameter button. You're also going to need a thread and needle for the button. You're also going to need 6 stitch markers, a scissors. You're also going to need a 6mm crochet hook. So the measurements of our bag, the height of our bag is about 17 centimeters, and then the width, okay, is about 22 centimeters. Okay, so let's begin. So I'm going to begin with a chain of 14 for the base of the bag. If you want it to be larger, just increase the number of chains at the beginning. Okay, so I'm just going to put 14. Okay, so this is our slip knot. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to continue and come back with the chain of 14. So this is my chain of 14. I'm going to begin the first round. So we're going to be crocheting in US terms. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to skip this chain from the hook, the first chain, and insert my hook into the second one. Pull up a loop, okay, so that you have 2 loops, yarn over, and then pull through both loops. So this is our first single crochet. Okay, so I'm going to put the orange one here because it has got a different color from this other, and also it is because I wanted to mark the starting point. Okay, so we're going to choose a different color. So now I'm going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch, in the next chain. Okay, 1 single crochet again in the following chain, 1 single crochet. Okay, so just going to continue with 1 single crochet in each chain up until we're towards the end here. Back, so I've done single crochet. Okay, so now I'm left with this 1 chain here, this one. So in this last chain I'm going to put 4 single crochets. Okay, so this is 1 single crochet. Okay, again in the same chain I put the second, again the third, okay, and again the fourth. Okay, so we've put 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet in this chain, and then we're going to put stitch markers. Okay, the last one, the third, okay, and the second, like this. Okay, now I'm going to continue with single crochet, but now we're inserting our hook at the back of the chains. Okay, we're inserting here. Okay, so we're just going to be continuing with 1 single crochet. Okay, like this, 1 single crochet, so I'm going to continue and come back towards the end here. Okay, so I've done single crochet at the back of the chains. Okay, so now I'm left with this 1 chain here at the beginning here. So instead of putting 1 single crochet, we're going to put 3 single crochets. Okay, we're also assuming that this first one is also coming from that same chain to make them 4, just like we did here. Okay, so I'm going to put 3 single crochets. That's 1, again 2, again 3. Okay, so I'm going to put stitch markers in this one, this stitch, and this one. Okay, the last two, this one and this one. So it should look like this. So this, we have completed our first round. Okay, now we'll move on to the next round. So what we'll be doing is, in each and every stitch that I have a stitch marker, we're going to be putting 2 single crochets. Okay, so that is, we'll be increasing with 1 for each stitch with the stitch marker. Okay, so this one, including the first stitch, this one. So I'm going to put two single crochets. That's 1, and then I put back the stitch marker in the first. Okay, and then I put another one to make them 2. Okay, like this. Now these ones, they don't have stitch markers, so I'm putting 1 1 1 in each. Okay, that's 1 1 single crochet, 1 1. So I'm going to continue. Let's meet in the stitch with the stitch marker. Okay, so now I remove the stitch marker and I'm going to put 2 single crochets in this stitch, this one. Okay, that's 1, and then remember to put back the stitch marker in the first stitch of that increase. By increase, we're just saying we're putting more than 1 stitches. Okay, so again I put another one to make them 2. So I'm going to repeat that in the following stitch with the stitch marker. Okay, one, and I put back the stitch marker. And then 2. Okay, like this. Then we're left with this one. Again, 1, put back the stitch marker, and then 2. Okay, like this. So you can see that we have added 1 2 and 3 stitches. Okay, so I'm going to continue with 1 single crochet here up until we're back here at the next stitch mark. Okay, so that's 1 single crochet, 1 in the next, 1 in the following, 1 in the following. Okay, so let's continue and let's meet in the stitch. Okay, so now I'm at the stitch with a stitch marker. I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to put 2 single crochets. That's 1, put back the stitch marker. Okay, and then we'll put another one. Okay, 2. Okay, then again in the following stitch, which is the last stitch of the round, I'm going to put 2 again. That's 1, put back the stitch marker. Okay, and then 2. Okay, so this is the first stitch of the round, so this round is done. Okay, our second round is done. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat the second round and do 1 more round. Okay, and then come back. Okay, so remember to put 2 stitches in each stitch with a stitch marker. Okay, so let's do that and then come back. Welcome back. So I've finished the third round. Okay, and at this point you should have 42 stitches. Okay, so now we're no longer going to increase the number of our stitches, so I'm going to remove these stitch markers here and I'm going to remain with this one. Okay, this one is marking also the starting point, so I'm going to remove these others. Okay, so now we'll move on to the fourth round. So our fourth round is going to be very simple. We're just going to be putting 1 single crochet in each stitch. okay, right round, and we're just going to maintain the same number of stitches, okay, up until we finish the back. Okay, so 1 single crochet in there, and then in the following stitch again we put 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1. Okay, so I'm going to continue putting 1 1 1 1 1 1 up until we're back here at the starting point. Welcome back. So I've just completed the 4th round. Okay, I was just putting 1 single crochet in each stitch. Okay, so this is the outside, okay, the right side, and this is the wrong side. You can see that it is starting to curve inwards. Okay, so we're going to repeat the 4th round up until we have 9 rounds. Okay, in other words, we're going to do 5 more rounds, repeating what we just did with the last round, and then come back. Like so, I've completed the 9 rounds. Okay, so this is our pass so far. Okay, so now I'm going to change the pattern just a little bit. It's still going to be single crochet but slightly different. Okay, so this is our first stitch. I move the stitch marker, so I'm going to put 2 single crochets in the first stitch. Okay, so that's 1 single crochet. Remember to put back the stitch marker. Okay, it is marking the starting point. I'm going to put another single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, and that's 2. Okay, like this. So I've put 2 single crochets in this stitch. So in the next stitch we're going to skip this one and then move into this one. Okay, we skip this one and then move into this one, and we're going to put 2 single crochets again. Okay, like this. Okay, again I skip this one and then put 2 single crochets in the next one. So I skip this one, put 2 single crochets in the following. That's 1, 2. Okay, let's do this one more time. Skip this one, then put 2 single crochets in the stitch. 1, again, 2. So you should be getting a pattern like this. Okay, so I'm going to continue, and then let's meet towards the end of this round. Welcome back. So I've done this 10th round, and you can see now towards the end you should remain with this 1 stitch here, and this one you have to skip. Okay, so this is the pattern so far. Okay, like this. So here at the end I've put 2 single crochets in this stitch, so I skip this one and move on into the first stitch. Okay, so skip this one and then move into the first stitch, and again you put 2 single crochets. That's 1, put back the stitch marker. Okay, and then again that's 2. Okay, and again we begin the sequence, we continue with the sequence just like we were doing. You skip the following stitch and then put 2 single crochets into the next one. Okay, skip this one, then 2 again in this one. Okay, skip, and then 2. Okay, so the pattern should be coming out like this. Okay, so I'm going to continue, and then this one is the 10th round, so we're going to do 6 more. Okay, so let's continue and come back after doing 16 rounds. Okay, come back. So I now have 16 rounds. Okay, so now we want to finish up. We're just going to finish up with the last round of slip stitch. Okay, so here I just put 2 single crochet in the stitch, and we are to skip this one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and skip it. Okay, so this is the first, so we skip this one and insert our hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop, and then pull it through again like that. So this is our slip stitch. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Okay, and then in the following we're going to do slip stitch again like that, slip stitch in the following like that. Okay, Okay, so I'm just going to continue with slip stitch right round up until I'm back at the starting point. Okay, now I'm back at the starting point. So to finish off, I'm going to remove the stitch marker. Okay, and then we're going to insert our hook in the back loop. Okay, and then do another slip stitch like this, and then we're going to cut here. Okay, so I'm going to fasten this off. If you want, you can use a tapestry needle and then hide this tail inside the bag. Okay, so I'm just going to continue hiding it inside and then come back. So this is our bag so far. So now we want to put the handle. Okay, so here I've taken 2 stitch markers. Okay, since we have a total of 42 stitches, I'm going to divide them by 2, put 1 stitch marker here and then the other one this side. Okay, so here I'm going to come here and put 1 at the edge here. Okay, then I'm going to count 21 stitches beginning from the stitch 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. So I'm going to put my next stitch marker in this stitch, in stitch number 22. Okay, so we're going to put our handle in these stitches. Okay, so now I make a slip knot. Okay, like this, and then I'm going to come here. So I'm going to insert and then insert through all the loops. If you turn back, you see that we have 3 loops, 1 2 3. Okay, so insert through all 3 loops. Okay, and then pull through like this, like that. Okay, so I'm going to do a chain depending on the length of the handle that you want. I'm going to do a chain of 100. If you want it to be longer, you just increase the number of chains. Okay, so that's 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so I now have a chain of 100. So before you join the other side, make sure that your chain is not twisted. Okay, so make sure that it is not twisted. So we're going to join it into the stitch. Okay, so like we did the other side, you're going to insert through all the 3 loops. Okay, so you join with a slip stitch like that. Okay, so I'm going to chain 1 like this. Okay, okay, so now we're going to do slip stitch along the chain up until we're back here at the starting point. Okay, so I'll be doing slip stitch, okay, like this. Okay, okay, like this. So I'm going to continue with slip stitch up until we're back here at the starting point. Okay, so I'm here, I'm left with about 3 chains. Okay, so I'm just going to continue with slip stitch. Okay, like that. And here at the end. Okay, so to finish off, you go back in the stitch that you put your hook at the beginning. Okay, maybe a bit stiff. Okay, and then do another slip stitch like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut here. Okay, so that we have our handle like this. Okay, so here I'm going to fasten these two ends here and then come back. Welcome back. So this is our crossbody bag so far. Okay, so you just want to put the button here. Okay, I have this one a 20mm diameter button. So what we're going to do is, since we have 21 stitches here, I'm going to attach the button in the 11th stitch. Okay, so I'm going to start counting from here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so just go a little bit down below like here. So I'm going to sew it. Okay, sew the button to the back and then come back. This is our button. Okay, it is now in place. So now I want to put the button on. Okay, so I'm going to do slip knot here, and then I'm going to go directly opposite this button on the other side. Okay, or you can just count the stitches here and then insert your hook in the 11th stitch. It's all the same. Okay, so I'm going to come here, then insert my hook through all the 3 loops like this. And then pull this through. Okay, so we're going to do a chain. It should be long enough to wrap around the button on the other side. Okay, so that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So let's see if it is not able to wrap around the button. Okay, so it should wrap like this with ease, then come back like that. Okay, so I'm just going to add one more. Okay, like that. Okay, so I'm going to join in this chain here. Okay, sorry. With a slip stitch like that. Okay, so now I'm going to complete all the chains with slip stitch like that. Okay, if you want, you can just cut here. Okay, so this one we're going to fasten it off. I'm just going to pull it out the other side. Okay, so I'm going to fasten it off inside here and then come back. Welcome back. So this is our crossbody bag and it's done. Okay, inside and our button. Okay, like that. Okay, so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. You can ask down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching Mima's Crafts. Please do subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you.